Welcome to Brakeman Comedy. Thanks for subscribing. Please share, like, if you haven't already, subscribe, and have an awesome day.
No, Pat, I'm not.
A tough guy walks into a bar and he sits down next to a small guy and orders a drink. Small guy's having his drink, and a few minutes later, whack! Everybody looks over. The small guy's on the ground. He gets back up, and the tough guy says, "That's a kung fu chop from China." And the small man is looking up, and he gets back up on his stool and just lets it go by. He starts having his drink again and whatever. And then a little while later, whack! Everybody looks over again. The small man's on the floor once again, but this time he's getting pissed. He gets up, he's brushing himself off, he's looking at the guy, and the tough guy looks down on him and says, "That's a judo chop from Japan." So the small man's, starting to turn red in the face, looks at the bartender, says, "Just give me a minute," and he goes away. And they see him walk outside. But they've just assumed he's out there, composing himself or whatever. And so a little while later, the small man comes back in, sits back up on the stool, orders another drink, starts having his drink and whatever. And then the tough guy looks down at him and gives him another dirty look, but this time doesn't really say anything to him. And a few minutes later, whack! Boom! Everybody looks over, but this time it's the tough guy that's on the floor, and he's knocked right clean out. And the small man's got a little smirk on his face. He takes his last little bit of a drink, pays the bartender, and he says, when he wakes up, he says, "You tell him that's a crowbar from Lowe's."
Let's go.